the Texans in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right on the opponent. They probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining side here in this first quarter. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Smith going to look to throw right away. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. To throw again on second down. Smith. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. They'll look to throw here. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. Nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down, here's Pierce. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Damian Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Geno. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
From the 50, it's Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Taking a glance here at the numbers last week for Algier. 19 carries, 72 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game playing and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A shotgun snap for Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Patterson, and he's going to be brought down. He needed to get to the 20, but he's a yard or two short. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. 4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's the goal, and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Now to Mechie on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Texans at 2-6 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Pierce now up the middle. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll set up a throw. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Offense back out there along with Dameon Pierce. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Smith. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go in the books forces a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's third and long. Geno now to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 3. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And complete to Drake London. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Smith. His throw incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Smith. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Smith. And Jones has it over the middle. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. There he goes left side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Koo knocks this one through the post. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 2nd and 1, Smith got a man. It's London. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. and it's the Jaguars who have the lead in the second quarter.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. A run by Pierce begins the second half. And a short pickup to about the 25. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here is to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Geno. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's a give to Algier on the option. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Geno. This is to Pitts on the quick slant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Algier going straight ahead. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to 16. 3rd and 2, Smith. Jones has it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it 24-13. A 10-play drive that time. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And they get him down.
Into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Sack, down he goes. Lorenzo Carter from its outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Smith. And his throw here's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Geno now to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Smith dumps this one off to Algier. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle,
that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Back to throw, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught by Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a given. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Lorenzo Carter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Escaping the pressure. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Smith. He completes it to Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down. Smith. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A couple of nice plays right in a row, and it's a Falcon 1st down yet again. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Gino on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Throwing again on 2nd down. Smith.
And that one complete to Hodgins.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
To the air again, Smith. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores.
And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. 9th play coming up, earning a yard. Throwing is Smith.
Got his man. It's London.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On 2nd, here's Algier. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's Smith. Flushed out right.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now is Geno. That's caught at the 2.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Smith. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown the last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So all eyes on the Falcons. Down 24-21, 70 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Smith now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now Smith.
Able to find Patterson. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock.
Algier now up the middle.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're one drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going on their direction right now.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First throw here in overtime for Smith. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give to Algier from the shotgun.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. A shotgun snap for Smith.
He'll find Hodgins there, complete.
He'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Second and 9 now. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Now Geno. Got a man, and now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Texans are going to win the football game.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team.